So hi guys, my name is Saibal Gupta and you are watching your favorite channel, that is TBB India, and I'm really very sorry that after a long time I'm facing the camera, so maybe I'm getting nervous. Okay, so please pardon me for that. So today I'm gonna share with you the driving experience of the Land Rover Defender 110, so which is the petrol variant as well. So before I jump into that, let me give you the history of this vehicle. So the Land Rover Defender initially introduced as Land Rover 110 or 110 in 1984, and also they have launched the Land Rover 90 or 90, and obviously you can understand by the name that 90 is the smaller version of 110, so which is called as today's world, that is Defender 110 or Defender 90. So in 1985 they launched the Land Rover 127, which is called as Defender 130 in today. So this vehicle was introduced to compete with Willys Jeep, which was getting hyped after the World War II. So yes, now the Defender is coming with a completely different avatar. Okay, so but yes, initially when the vehicle was launched, so that time this vehicle was completely used in a hilly area to give the service. Okay, so if you will go to Darjeeling or Sikkim or any hilly area for that matter, still you can see the old Defenders. Okay, so but now this vehicle is majorly known for the status symbol in today's world, and especially in India. So obviously this car is getting more modern technology in these years, and now most of the politicians, celebrities, YouTubers, influencers are buying this car. So I'm gonna tell you in this video that whether you should buy this car in 2024 or not, or it is really a practical car to take, or it is just getting the overhyped as this car has been used by these influencers. Now that's all about this video guys, and I will meet with you directly inside the car, and while I'll drive the car I will definitely explain that how this car and what are the positive aspects of this car and what are the things which I personally don't like about this car. And before I discuss about it, so please enjoy the cinematic shot of this car, and that's all about it. What are you waiting for? So please enjoy the rest of this video, and don't forget to subscribe my channel, that is TBB India, and also follow my page in Instagram and also Facebook, and that is also TBB India. So yes, let's start this video guys.
Did I do something wrong? Did I hurt feelings? It is hard to be found when no one's looking. I am feeling left out and I keep screaming. No one ever understands it. Feels like I became Atlantis. Hidden from the world, I'm looking for a way. I'm looking for a way.
Hello boys and girls, I hope you are absolutely well. So today I'm driving the Land Rover Defender 110, which is in petrol variant, which is called as Defender 110 HSE 2.0 P300. So as I have said, in this video I am going to share if this car is getting overhyped by influencers or celebrity, or is it really practical to take this car. As this car is costing around 1.16 crore in ex-showroom Kolkata. So the price is approximate price, so for the exact price figure you need to visit to the nearest JLR showroom. So the price wise, this car is the base price of this car, and according to your need or your choice you can opt for the Explorer pack, Adventure pack, Country pack and Urban pack. So the first thing first, when I look at the car, it is huge in size. So once I stepped into the car, I realized that this is having a huge ground clearance, and the lowest ground clearance of this car is 220 millimeter, which you can increase up to 291 millimeter with the help of aromatic suspensions. So stepping up is a wrong word for this kind of car. So anyways, I need to climb up to the car, and to climb up this car you will have the grab rail for front and as well as rear passengers. So it's a great combination of leather and plastic on doors. So for rear passengers you will get great knee room and adequate headroom as well. So in everywhere you will get the exposed screws to show the real character of this car. So coming back to the seats, you will get two-way manually adjustable seat. It could have better if they will provide the electronic seat adjustment for rear passengers as well. So in front you will get 16-way electronically adjustable seats with 3 memory functions, and of course you will get ventilated seats as well with cooling and heating facilities. So when we are talking about the interior enough, so now definitely we need to discuss about that how this car in terms of driving. So the first thing first, let's discuss about the power figure of this car. So this car is having 2.0 liter of petrol turbocharged engine, which is producing 296.3 bhp of maximum power at 5500 rpm and 400 newton meter of maximum torque at 1500 to 4000 rpm. So you might feel that this car is having 2.0 liter of engine, which is very small. In this smaller capacity of engine, how you can manage this huge vehicle? So let me tell you honestly that it will take only 7.4 seconds to reach 100 km per hour from zero, and the maximum speed it can reach up to 191 km per hour. So the low end and mid range is great in this car, but after 5000 rpm it struggles to get the speed. Now this car is having 4-valve with 8-speed automatic gearbox, which is doing its job pretty well. But I'm really missing the paddle shifter in this car. But yes, if you really want to do this, then you need to use the gear lever to shift the gear manually. So when I'm talking about the paddle shifter, so definitely I need to mention about the steering wheel, which is huge in size. Okay, and obviously this is the first time I'm driving a car having this huge steering wheel, but it is very lightweighted, and even you can operate it with one hand, even one finger. But one thing which I don't like design wise, and that is the whitish element what you can see in this video, that the whitish element in the steering, which looks pretty odd according to me. But that could have been better if they will provide you the black color. But yes, the black variant, I think it does have the blackish instead of whitish plastic. Okay, so ride quality is great in this car, very smooth. Specifically the insulation is great. You will get hardly any road noise and engine noise in this car. No vibration inside the cabin during the hard acceleration. But yes, if you are giving the hard acceleration, then definitely some engine's sound you will get inside the cabin. But now if I'll talk about the gear to speed ratio, which is also great in this car. As a result, you don't feel that you are driving a heavyweight car with 2.0 liter of petrol engine. So driving wise, diesel version is more exciting, as you will get 3.0 liter of turbocharged engine, which is producing freaking 650 newton meter of torque, and that is humongous. So as I have said, the car and bikes have more torque. They are great in terms of off-road and long tour as well. So touring capability, I will discuss it later. But if I will talk about the off-road, this car is meant to be. So from early days till date, Defender is one of the dependable car in hardcore off-roading. Obviously, company managed to keep same characteristics in this car, but adding high level of comfort and also technologies. So now to talk about the off-road capability of this car. So as I have said, this car is having insane off-road capability. Land Rover Defender has a locking differential mechanism which helps to provide the maximum traction in off-road situations, and the torque plays an important role over here. So to crawl, even the one of the wheel loses the traction, and of course the off-road tires are also playing an important role. So now, as I have said, this car is great for touring capability, not because this is SUV, big in size, enough leg space, great luggage capacity, but also this car is having a great touring capability, having the torque engine, so which makes any journey hassle free. So in normal mode it generates the power very calm and composed way, which is great for long highway tour. And suppose if you are in off-road situation or you are getting bored in highway, then if you want to do extreme off-road, and moreover if you are holding Defender steering, then you can definitely go ahead and explore this with the help of different driving modes like rain mode, mud, then sand, rock crawl, wading. So this kind of modes you will get in this car. So this car is having freaking 900 millimeter of water wading capacity and having 45-degree climb and 47 descent angled. So now I will talk about the safety features. So in this car is having lots of the safety features. So in this car is getting 5-star, which is quite obvious for this kind of car. So this car is having safety features which you can think of. So you will get total 6 airbags and as standard, and you will get 360-degree camera. Even you will get a safety camera system for visibility off-road and on-road. So you will get a lane keep assist, blind spot detection. In ADAS you will get front collision warning, emergency braking system, seat belt warning. In middle rear you will get 3-point seat belt. Even you will get rear collision monitor as well. So yes, if I'll talk about the aesthetic wise, this car is huge in size, as I have said multiple occasions. So and when you are driving any huge car, this car draws everyone's attention, and that's why influencers and celebrities are using this car. So nowadays even politicians are also shifted to this car from Fortuner. So design wise I would not say this is great looking car, no flashy designs, no extra cuts and creases. From everywhere this car is showing the raw characteristics and macho characteristics. So from inside you will get a massive sunroof and small pocket size of windows in roof to get the feel in Safari. So and also the massive windows, of course, to get the fresh air so while you are doing the Safari, and all are putting together makes this car bright from inside. So you will get a 10-inch touchscreen display as an infotainment which supports Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. And also this car is having freaking 10 Meridian speakers, and the sound output is excellent in this car. So as you can see that I'm in a drive mode and how freaking fast this car is. Whoa. And if I'll talk about the braking, the brake, I personally feel that this brake bite is little bit soft, but the job is absolutely, I mean it does its job absolutely fine. And as you can see that I am driving the car with one finger, so it's very easy to drive, you know, what I personally feel. And yes, the size does matter, because obviously you cannot take this car in a tight parking, or you cannot take this car to a busy road. Might be you will have to apply brakes and accelerator quite a few times, but driving this car is quite easy because this car is having very light steering wheel. So where I was, yes, I was the design language. So design wise, Land Rover is still keeping the round shaped headlight types DRL to maintain the legacy. Okay, and also you will get outlet if you are requiring to install the snorkel. So as I have said, this car is having 900 millimeter of ground clearance, 900 millimeter of water weighting capacity. I might not say that this is the great, because obviously you can expect this kind of water weighting capacity from this type of car. So as I have said, design wise, if I'll talk about the inside, it is very basic. Okay, obviously you can see the gear lever position, the round shaped two switches, and also the buttons. They are very very simple and minimalistic, but to be very honest with you, to operate all this, it is very easy. And also you can see a massive grab rail which starts from the co-passenger side till the steering starts. Okay, so obviously you can understand that this car is actually made for the off-road. And of course, if you see the grab rail is made with or covered with some soft touch material. So yes, and this car, as I have said, it is humongous in size. And to be very honest with you, the co-passenger side, that the mirror, the ORVM, is, I feel like that it is completely in a different car. Okay, now if I'll talk about the air condition output, then obviously this air condition is pretty well. So now every Indian asks the same question, that
कितना देती है?
yes, so the version which I'm driving right now, it is giving around 9 to 10 kilometer per liter of mileage. Okay, I know it is pretty small, but who is actually investing 1.16 crore ex-showroom? So obviously they will not think about the mileage, of course. Okay, and yes, of course you can get the better mileage at least in in diesel variant, of course, but that's how it is. Okay, so if you have enough budget, so you can definitely go with the Defender. So that's all about this video, guys. So yes, now I will go back to home and I will tell you that if you okay, so now I'm gonna tell you that whether you should buy this car, or actually who can buy this car apart from politicians, celebrities and influencers. Okay, so now I'm getting trouble to park this vehicle in. Okay, yes, so now obviously you can see that how easily I can manage. Yes, so where I was, yes, now I'll go back to home and I'll tell you that whether you should buy this car in 2024 or not, or who can actually buy this car apart from politicians and influencers, and as well as YouTubers and the celebrities. Okay. Okay, so now bahut ho gaya riding and all that. So let's discuss about few negative things which I personally don't like of this car. So first thing, the steering wheel. The steering wheel, the radius of the steering wheel is too big. Okay, and but another thing which I need to tell you, that maybe this car is humongous in size, but the steering wheel is so damn light, man. I have never ever driven such type of car which is having the lighter steering, and that too in this kind of a vehicle. So Toyota, if you're listening, please try to rectify that, or try to take that same technology from JLR Group. Okay, now coming back to the negative points. So the first negative thing I need to discuss, that this car is having the steering wheel. Yes, the steering wheel have some false movement, what I have feel so. Okay, so yes, if you are listening JLR Group, so please try to rectify that. But yes, I would not say that it is too accurate, but obviously if you are driving any car which is having the lighter steering, you may find some of the false movement. So this is the first thing which I personally don't like. Now the second thing about the same, that is the steering wheel and especially the switches. So yes, I was driving this car in 140 around, or yes, 130 or 140. So that time I was trying to increase the volume using the steering buttons, but unfortunately that wasn't working. Okay, I don't know why it wasn't working, but yes, JLR Group, if you're listening, so please again try to rectify this. If I'll talk about the power output of this particular car, so this car which I'm driving, I have already told you that this is having 2.0 cc of engine. So the power figure is decent. I would not say that is great, but the power output is decent, but the torque is phenomenal. So this type of car is great if you are doing the off-roads, okay, especially. So if you're stuck in a muddy area or hilly area, this kind of torque is gonna helping you to move the car. So this is the another thing which I like it. But if I talk about the power figure, so suppose if you take it in a highway to do the long drive and all that, so that time you do require to be on the sports mode to do the overtaking. So this is another thing which I don't like. So if you want to have an overall car, then I should suggest you to go with the 3.0 cc wala engine. That would actually solve your purpose very easily. So this is the one thing which I can suggest you. But if I talk about the power and all that, so definitely I need to tell you the mileage. Okay, I know this car is costing around 1.5 crore and above, so definitely mileage is not that key factor who are actually having this car. But still, if you are planning to buy this car, so please keep it that on your mind that this car is giving you 9 to 10 kilometer per liter if you are driving it in petrol. But if you're taking in diesel, then might you will get around 12 to 13 kilometer liter of mileage. So I cannot say that this is the decent mileage, but yes, looking at the size of this car, definitely it justifies. Okay, but yes, that would be great if JLR Group will gonna refine the engine more and they make an increase the mileage at least. Okay, looking at the price of this petrol nowadays. Okay, so now another thing which I personally don't like, or may you like it also, because this is the main factor of having this car, and that is the wow factor. The car is humongous in size, and especially if you are having the 130 version, and especially the tire, the complete car is a mammoth. Okay, so driving this car in a daily-to-daily life isn't easy for you. If you really want to take this car for a daily-to-daily drive, then I would suggest you to go with the Defender 90. That would be the most relevant option for you. Yes, I know that most of the politicians, YouTuber, influencers or actors are taking this car to show off actually. Yes, this car is actually meant to be. This car is humongous in size, so obviously you need to drive this car very responsibly. And this car is having more power, so as you all know that more power comes with the more responsibility. So you have to be responsible enough to drive this car, or not even this car, any car or any motorcycle for that matter. So that's all about this video, guys. So I have to take a sweet alvida from you. So please, as I have said earlier, that please subscribe my channel, that is TBB India, and also follow me on my Instagram page and also in my Facebook page as well, and that is TBB India. So yes, wear a seat belt while you are driving the car, and wear helmet while you are riding a motorcycle. So that's all about it this video, guys. So I have to take a sweet alvida. So take care, bye bye, and have a blast.